Tao, only Shiva gave certain techniques for women. All techniques that have been developed more or less by man. So they always give centers which are easy for men to follow. As far as I know, only Shiva gave some techniques which are basically for women. A man cannot do this. Really, if a man tries to concentrate near the breasts, he will become uneasy. Try it. Even within 5 minutes, you will start perspiring and you will become very uneasy because male breasts are negative. In case of a male, the upper part is negative pole and the lower part is the positive pole. In case of a female, the upper part is positive pole and the lower part is negative pole. When I say, I mean as far as electric flow of electrical energy is concerned, not in any other way. It is very difficult to use the words to explain something which cannot be explained in any way. So I want to make it clear that when I speak of the negative and positive, both are sensitive, the negative and the positive. The positive energy comes from outside, the negative energy is generated within the body itself. It is about the outer as well as for the human body is concerned. In case of males, the upper part is negative and the lower part of the male physiology has positive pole. So both positive and pole exist in man. The upper part is negative, the lower part is positive. In case of a woman, the upper part is negative as far as woman is concerned, and the lower part is, as far as woman is concerned, the upper part is positive and the lower part is negative or negative pole. It is reversed in man. In case of a man, the upper part is negative, lower part is positive pole. In case of a woman, as far as the positive and negative poles are concerned, the upper part of the woman is positive pole and the lower part is the negative pole. This positive and negative poles have nothing to do with sensitivity or sexual experience. This is as far as flow of energy is concerned. Really, if a man tries to concentrate near his breasts, he will feel very uneasy. You can try it. Within a few minutes, you will start perspiring and you will feel uneasy because male breasts are negative pole. They will give you negativity. The electrical impulses are negative. You will feel uneasy, uncomfortable, that something is going wrong in the body. But female breasts are positive pole. If a woman concentrates near her breasts, she will feel very happy, very blissful, A sweetness will pervade all over the body, and their bodies lose gravity. They will feel light as if they can fly. This is the technique that is given by Shiva, and it is female oriented. And with this concentration, many things will change. You will become more motherly. The woman will become more motherly. You will not become a mother. There is a difference between being motherly and being mother. You may not become a mother, but you will be more motherly. This is important to understand. To everyone, your relationship will become motherly. Sometimes some people have experienced that their love for the other is motherly love. You may not become a mother, but you will become more motherly. To everyone, your relationship will become motherly. This is felt by some certain people in certain relationships. More compassion, more love will happen. But this concentration near the breast should be done very relaxedly, not in a tense attitude. If you are tense about it, there will be a division between you and the breasts. You have to be more relaxed. Relaxed and melt into them and feel that you are no more. Only the breasts are there. This is very important for a female to understand. If a man has to do the same thing, he has to do with his sex center, not with the breast, because the upper part of the male body is negative pole. So you have to do this with the positive pole alone. Women has to concentrate on her breasts, and around that, man has to center his energies or focus around his sexual center, not the breast. Hence, the importance, that is why the first chakra, which is the chakra, the base center, the earth center, is the center where the life energy is stored. And it is an important where the energy is supposed to be existing in a coiled snake, in the form of a coil, and from there it has to be invoked, and this is an important part of Kundalini Yoga. Hence, the importance of the first chakra is in all Kundalini Yogas. He has to concentrate just on the root chakra. The man has to concentrate on the root of the penis. There has the creativity and there is the positivity. And remember this always. Never concentrate or meditate on the negative. With the negative, everywhere negativity will follow. With the positive, everything positive will follow. When the two poles of man and woman meet, in case of a man, the negative is the upper part of man, positive is his lower part. In case of female, it is opposite. The negative pole, when I say negative part, I mean the pole. In electricity, for a circle to complete, there has to be two poles, the positive and the negative poles. So both man and woman have to have the negative and positive pole within. Only then, when two interact with one another, the energy circle is completed and energy begins to flow in a cycle, and it forms a cycle. When two poles of man and woman meet, two poles of man and woman meet, the negative is the negative pole, or the negative is in the upper part of the male body and the positive is in the lower part of the body. In case of a female, it is the opposite. The positive is the upper part of the positive pole is in the upper part of the female body, and the negative is in the lower part of the body. This does not mean anything with the sensitivity. These two poles of positive and negative meet. When they meet in harmony, in a relaxed way, then a circle is completed. A circle is created. This circle is blissful, but it is no way ordinary. In ordinary sexual act, this circle never happens. That is why you feel so much attracted towards sex and so much repelled also. Two things happen. You feel much for it, you need sex so much, you ask for it so much, but when it is given, when it is there, you feel the frustration. Nothing happens. It is possible only when both the bodies are very relaxed and open to each other without any fear, without any resistance, in a totally relaxed state, or this relaxed state is the state of meditativeness. Then let go is so complete that electricities can merge and meet and become a circle. This is a mystical understanding that comes through when you are beyond enlightenment. Enlightenment is dissolving the individuality in the cosmic womb. After enlightenment, there still remains the remnants of ego in as much as a residual. But when you dissolve into the cosmic and you enter the state beyond enlightenment, then even this residual disappears. And Shankar calls that state as, when he says in Nirvana Shatkam, the last line of each sutra, Chidanand Rupaham, Shivoham Shivoham, Chid Anand, ever blissful. Chidanand Rupa, my form is ever blissful. Shivoham Shivoham, I am Shiva. That is the combination, the confluence of creation and decreation. Something is created and consciously decreated. That is Shiva consciousness. When you create a relationship consciously and when you decreate it consciously. Normally all our relationships and unconsciously, not decreated. But Shiva's form is that when it is created consciously, and in both moments, when it is creating and when it is being decreated, you are conscious. Sometimes in certain moments, certain specific people feel when the decreation of relationship is happening, they do not feel sad. Something like a deep understanding is there, that there is a reason, but they are not clear. They are not even aware what it is and why is this happening. But certain people have explained this thing to me, that they never felt sad. And even if they felt sad in the beginning, but later on the understanding comes. But that means at the moment the relationship was decreated by cosmic forces, there was not total awareness. Enough for now. But this process continues.